Hello everybody, I'm Rehn Stillnight from the band Nocturna. For the ones who don't know us, we're a power symphonic metal band with Gothic influences, which released its first album in the beginning of 2022. When all this began, if someone told me that we were going to sell so many copies and that we were going to receive such a huge feedback on the 3 official videos we released, well, I would have never believed that, especially considering the short time span since we started working on this. Just 2 years ago, me, Grace and Federico Mondelli from Frozen Crown and Volturian started working on a bunch of songs, which would have become Sea of Fire, The Trickster, and the other song you know from our album. Right after that, we entered the studio to actually record our vocals. It was the first real studio experience of my life. We recorded everything at Fusic Studio, the recording studio held by Andrea Fusini, which recently worked with Hedon, Frozen Crown and Volturian, and us, of course.
Com'è che è?
Face.
The 3 of us live in different parts of northern Italy, so we had to book a house for the week we had to spend in Turin for the recordings. At that time, we have never seen Federico in person, because Italy was still in a lockdown for the pandemic, so it was the first time me, Grace and Federico spent time together and worked together in person. The first day we took the train, went to Turin and went eating something before entering the studio. So the first day we spent the whole afternoon recording the first songs. I think we started from Sea of Fire, which at the moment had another name that I have never learned because I knew it was temporary. The funny part was that many songs weren't complete. We didn't have the full lyrics for all of them, so each time Grace was recording her parts and I wasn't needed in the studio, I just sneaked out with Federico and we went somewhere to write the missing parts of the songs.
E tu giustamente ti chiederai, ma perché li sto facendo col cellulare quando ho una fotocamera da 800 euro di là?
Sometimes we wrote more parts than we needed, because we didn't remember that the second verse of a song was actually shorter than the first one. So when we had to record those parts, we needed to choose the best ones, the one that we liked the most, and sacrifice the others.
Ero qui che cantavo, cioè...
We didn't even have the name for the band at that moment. So after dinner we sat down around the table and summoned the demon that would help us finding the right name for the band. Okay, now, just joking. We had some boring brainstormings every night after dinner and we wrote down all the words we liked, both in English and in Latin, until we just looked at each other and it was like, okay, Nocturna. After the first 2 days of recording, we felt our tension going away. Everything was going fine, everything was going just as planned, if not better.
Non era una cosa ovvia, invece voi ce l'avete fatta. Del resto...
Oh, 2 giorni e mezzo,
2 giorni e mezzo.
As I already told you, this was my first real studio experience. I mean, in a professional studio. I always record everything by myself, so I'm used to being alone. Working alone. I'm not used to having a professional telling me, okay, you need to sing this again, you need to sing that in that other way, you need to sing this again, you have to do that line in another way. So I was quite nervous, but I really felt at home. I think having similar ideas in music in a band is very, very important, but having a high esteem of your bandmates and colleagues as humans is even more important.
Ce l'avete fatta.
I worked well because I had Federico and Grace by my side. I wouldn't have done everything you hear as you hear if I were alone. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if you liked it, remember to subscribe and to support us through a big cartel shop. Thank you. Bye!